Hey everyone, this is Martin, and we are up to day number, what are we up to? Day number 24, and the subject today is essential skills. And there's, like I said yesterday, there's really only one. Everything else is secondary to that. There's one. Before we get into that, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Turn the notifications to all. That way you'll get all of them as they come out. There's going to be 30 videos just in this series alone. The second thing that I wanted to mention is that once we got into this, we decided to stop and write a companion book to go with it. That was a little bit, probably have the thoughts organized in it a little better than my videos normally do. And you do not need the book to go through the video series and get the information. If you want something that's a little bit more organized, things you can write notes down on and all of that, then the book is available. There's information down below on how you can get one from Amazon. If you want to get a $3 cheaper version, you can order it directly from us. We've got some that had typos in them after the first editing that we're selling for $3 cheaper until they're gone. So anyway, let's get into this next subject, which is essential skills. And to me, the most essential skill that there is, okay, is the ability to do things yourself and figure things out. Now, when I see especially on social media, where people says, what is the first thing I need to learn? Then there'll be 200 recommendations of what's the best first thing to learn: gardening or canning or first aid, or how to build a fire. I mean, there's just, for 200 comments, there'll be 200 different ideas on what's the most important thing to learn first. And all of those things are important. If you don't know how to do them, you need to be able to learn how to do them. And part of your library will help you do that. And part of your, just being able to access information on YouTube will help you learn how to do all of those different things. The one thing that they can't teach you, though, is how to, when in doubt, figure it out, that skill. And the very nature of self-sufficiency, by definition, is learning to do things yourself, becoming self-sufficient. And so as you go through the process of learning different kinds of skills, the one thing that you're going to need above and beyond everything else is the ability to learn all those other skills, okay, and figure things out as you go. With myself, I like to use myself as examples, both good and bad. And welding was one of those things that I didn't know how to do. And, I was at one of the farm supply stores, and they had a arc welder on sale for, it was like, many of you probably remember those Lincoln arc welders. You could buy them for $99. And I bought one to learn how to do welding, which was not a real smart move, because arc welding is fairly easy, but you can get the hang of it pretty quick, but it's not real easy. And so I got one and started learning how to do welding. Just grab some sticks and grab some steel and start welding until it was working. And you can do that with most skills to get yourself up to about the 70 to 80% proficiency level with them. And that's just by reading the owner's manuals. And that's all I had. Didn't have YouTube back when I was doing that kind of stuff. So I had to read the manual on how to do it and then just start doing it until it worked, until I got the hang of it. And once I got the hang of arc welding, then I realized that MIG welding was a lot easier. MIG stands for metal, let's say metallic inert gas. That's what it is. It's a big, long word. But, and what that was, it's a different type of welding. And it takes different kind of tools, but it's so much easier. Once you kind of learn how to do that, it's like, oh, why did I ever mess with any of this other stuff? So the ability or the willingness to stop and learn and work your way through problems and troubleshooting and learning new skills like that, to me, that's the most important skill. And I treat that as a skill. It's not something that everybody seems to possess, and at least not without developing it. I still work with people day in and day out that when they run into a problem, their first response to it is, I've never done anything like this before. It's like none of us have until we did it the first time. So you've got to be willing to just roll up your sleeves and tackle something, and maybe get some tools and equipment and some skills to go along with that as you do that. One of the things that I just never, I guess, will never tackle is the ability to fix a washing machine. And and ironically, I owned a laundromat at one point, and went to school and learned how to fix them, and I still cannot fix them. And so I've just given up on that. That's one skill that I just will never learn. But that didn't stop me from developing the skill of when in doubt, figure it out. And so I would tackle those things, and I still will tackle a washing machine repair nowadays, even though I know that it's just easier if I just have somebody that knows what they're doing do it. So as you start your back to the land self-sufficiency journey, just wrap your mind around the fact that the most important thing that you're going to be able to learn in the way of a skill is the ability to, when in doubt, just figure it out. Take that step of knowing that I don't know how to do it today, but I'm going to learn and I'll know how to do it tomorrow. And as long as you develop that as your primary skill, all of those secondary skills will come much more naturally, because when you run into something that you don't know how to do, it's like, I'm going to figure out how to do that. And then after you've done it once, it's like, I know how to do that now. I may not be good at it yet, but I know how to do it now. And that ability will propel you through almost everything else that you're ever going to encounter on your back to the land journey. So when in doubt, just figure it out. Develop that skill. Everything else will work out fine. So, there's stuff falling out of the trees over there. All right, so what are we going to be on to tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be, the subject of bartering. Yeah, so bartering is a simple concept that can actually be a little bit difficult to put into regular practice. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Okay, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.